What's going on, everybody? Icosiel here, and there is a question that I keep seeing asked repeatedly on like Facebook, Reddit, Twitter, the Classic WoW forums, and that is it too late to start playing Classic World of Warcraft? To answer that question, we have to look at a couple things first, and then we'll get into some of the other aspects of exactly what's going on in Classic. But a couple of questions that you have to ask yourself first is, well, where are we right now? Right now, at the time of making this video, it is Phase 4. We just started Phase 4 this week. And that means that ZG is out, all the Battlegrounds are out, the Dragons and Nightmare are all out, Stranglethorn Fishing Extravaganza is here. What needs to still come out? Well, you got AQ, and you've got Naxxramas that's going to be coming out, and roughly that's about it, unless I'm forgetting something. But we're pretty much 3/4 of the way there, maybe a little bit less than that. So we're getting pretty close, but I really don't see us reaching Naxxramas for about another 6 months. So take that into consideration. And then the other question you need to ask yourself is, well, are you going to play this game a little more casually, or are you going to play it a little more serious? So if you're playing casually, not much stuff matters because you're just playing casually just for the enjoyment of the game. But if you're going to play a little more serious, maybe you want all that tier 1, 2, and 3 gear, or maybe you want to push rank 14 PvP, so that kind of changes things a little bit. And did you miss the curve? Well, let's talk about some of those things and a little bit more. And probably the number one question that needs to be asked is, well, what is the state of Classic WoW? What's the popularity like? How healthy is the community? And I would say right now it's very healthy. If you look at the population of a lot of the servers, they're very, very high. A lot of the servers that are like 10,000 people or more, they're getting a lot of queue times. So I'll put a link in the description below. It's to this website. It's Ironforge. Now I'm forgetting what it is, but the link below. You can click on that, and you can actually see what the population is of the server. The other thing you want to take a look at is, and this really only matters if you want to be on a PvP server. If you want to be on a PvE server, it really doesn't matter all that much. But if you want to be on a PvP server, you want to look for a server that's as close to 50-50 as possible. You don't really want to go out of the 60-40 range. So try and find something that's in your region that is as close to 50-50 as possible. And that's probably one of the most important things that you got to look at if you are looking to join playing World of Warcraft Classic. So what's the faction balance if you're looking at a PvP server? And don't go on one of those servers that has about 10,000 people or more, because they are getting a lot of queue times. And so you'll log on, and then you got to wait an hour, 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours, or maybe even more. But Blizzard has brought in layering to reduce that, so that might not be as big of an issue as it used to be. I'm not on one of those big populated servers, so I honestly can't tell you from my own experience. Server I'm on has about 6,000 or 6,500 people. I'm not getting any queue times, and if I do, it's for like 5 to 15 minutes, and that's about it. So click on that link and take a look at those servers and try and find the right one for you. So now that you got in game, you got to start off in the lower levels. So is it a situation where everybody is level 60 and there's nobody to level with at the low levels? That has not been my experience at all. I have a lot of different alts that I level up. I got a bunch of friends who have a bunch of low level alts, and nobody has any issues finding a group for Elite Quest. Nobody has any issues finding a group for dungeons, for any of the content that they need to do. They are running into a bunch of people. Even myself, like when I'm on some of my low-level alts, I'm actually finding people that are brand new to the game. They've never played Classic before, and it's really refreshing because it's like, wow, man, that like there's more people. It's been out for 6 months, and there's more people still coming in. And it's cool as hell, and it's like an opportunity for me to kind of like help them out and get them started on the right foot in the game, and that's really cool. So you know, there's a lot of helpful people out there. There's a lot of newcomers as well, so you're not going to be the only one. And if you're worried about, if you're very familiar with the game, but you're like, well, I want to level up my professions and whatnot, you're still easily going to be able to do that. Like there's especially the lower level professions and like mining and herbing and all that kind of stuff. A lot of the lower level stuff is still out there, and plus not many people need it as much anymore. They just need it for their alts, so the prices are real low, so it makes it a lot easier for you to level up professions and anything else you have to do at the low levels. But the third thing is the I hinted at earlier was, does it support casual or serious play styles? And me being a casual player, I find that Classic WoW really supports the casual player. Like I don't really run into some of the issues that some of the other people run into that have really pushed the content. Whereas me, I only play about once a week now, and I don't run into any of that kind of stuff. Like I don't run into getting murdered over in like trying to get into Molten Core or something, or I don't run into any kind of boredom issue because I got everything already. That's the good thing. I can just take my time, and there's still plenty of people to just play the game with. So it's really supportive of playing at a casual level. But if you want to play it a little more serious and you want to get all that top end gear, well, if you got a bunch of time to play, you're actually going to be able to blow through the level 1 through 60 leveling fairly quickly. Yeah, it's taken me forever just to reach level 52, but like I said, I play casually. But I've watched people who play all the time, and it's like they're level 60 in just a week. So it's crazy. So it's very simple to get into raids, or if you're looking for all your best in slot items. It's very easy to find guilds that are right there doing that stuff right now. They're just now starting on Nixie or Molten Core, or maybe they already have blown through all that and they're in Blackwing Lair or ZG, and they've got alts that they're leveling, and they're like, yeah, come on in and we'll get you geared up, and it's easy. So the raiding in Classic WoW, it's done in like an hour or two. It's crazy. So that's not really going to be an issue for you. The other good thing is, let's say you're really focused on PvP. Well, if you want to join a PvP server, the real good thing is you missed Phase 2, so you don't have to go through that shit show. All the battlegrounds are out, and it's fairly quick. Well, I shouldn't say quick, but it's fairly easy to go ahead and start your whole honor farming once you get to level 60. With all those battlegrounds being out, the meta is fairly straightforward. I'm not a big PvP player, so I won't get too much into that stuff because I don't want to play or say the wrong thing, but or give misinformation. But yeah, you'll be behind the curve on trying to get to rank 14, but it's really all about how much time you put into the game. So if you're willing to spend, I don't know, 15, 18 hours a day playing the game trying to get to rank 14, hey, everything's there. All the PvP stuff is there. So, but the final point is, maybe you're more interested in playing Burning Crusade because you heard about that survey and that Blizzard is actually thinking about bringing classic Burning Crusade. Well, get in here and start leveling. Because we don't know exactly how they're going to do the servers, if they're going to transfer tunes, copy tunes. We don't have any clue. Maybe it's going to be separate. We don't know. My guess is they're going to do something where your level 60 is going to be able to go to a server or be a part of the server that becomes a Burning Crusade server. So you won't have to level all the way back at level 1 again. That's my guess. So kind of take it for what it is. So yeah, if that's what you're into, if that's what you want to get into is Burning Crusade, start leveling now. Get into it. So I think right now is a great time to get into World of Warcraft Classic. There's still a bunch of new players coming in. People really kind of doesn't, well, I shouldn't say that, but a lot of the servers are very healthy, and you're going to be able to do all the content that you want. So I say get into it now, try it out, enjoy the online sensation that it is, and hopefully, maybe I'll actually see you on my server. You'll probably have to watch my streams to figure out which server that is. But yeah, maybe I'll find you on my server, and a shameless plug, maybe you'll join my guild. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, you guys all take care of yourselves. Be safe. Hopefully I'll see you out there, and I'll see you guys in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe, and click on the bell to be notified of new content I create, or click on any of these links here. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.